Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kimball's Corner. We're here live with moi, Kimball, and my man,
Rocky.
He can speak for himself, apparently.
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Welcome to the live.
Sunday. Hope you had a lovely week. So,
Hey, Kim.
yes, my love.
What are we doing today?
Let's talk about the snack first.
Yeah, snack today.
So,
Bonne Maman.
Bonne Maman.
Bonne Maman.
Is that how you say it? I'm not entirely
Bon
sure. Anyway,
means, like-
sweethearts,
Yeah,
chocolates.
exactly.
I
think it means Big Mama.
Big Betty's boot sale.
Or maybe
Okay.
it means good something.
Anyway.
Good mama.
We're eating these, and they look like this. It's like a little cakey on one side, a little chocolate yum yum on the other.
Denise says,
Hello, guys. Hi, Denise.
all right, perfect.
Okay, so
Thank you.
do these look familiar to anybody?
Yeah, so today Kimball's like, look what I found.
Well,
I have
okay.
no idea what they are.
I'm like rearranging my room, like the art supplies. So I'm like, I want things to be closer to me. I want to be able to use all my supplies.
Not only this, we had to go shopping at IKEA to get like special furniture for him to do this.
And it was hell because it was so crowded. Anyway, the cover of this is my aqua pastels. So I was like, oh, these are cool. And I picked it up. I'm like, oh, they feel really heavy. Opened it, and it's full of watercolors. Beautiful watercolors. Don't know where they're from. We're going to use them.
We have no idea.
I didn't put a label on here or anything. I wrote all the colors on the sides of them because I'm a good person.
He remembers sticking them in, but that's it.
Yeah, because I taped them. Because I'm like the glue I had took way too long for the it took too long for the glue to dry. Anyway, enough about that. So today I brought these
Mystery watercolors.
because they're fun to play with. I've been having a good time with those. But
Andrea, Denise, and Trisha say hi.
hi. I'm gonna start with watercolors. Get something happening. I think I'm gonna draw or paint my character Bouglé. And then I have, if you all recall last week, I have my colored pencils that I can play with now.
Fun.
These are just regular colored pencils, not the aqua ones. So I'll go over top at the end.
Was it fun to organize those?
It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it's time to sketch your size.
Okay, I feel like I'm just repeating myself putting this back over here.
Okay, sorry.
You drink your black coffee,
Mm.
Mr. I like bitter juice in my. Oh, that's
It's like a little
gross.
boot. Okay, go
It
on.
does a little shoe, a little clog. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yes, when I had to like swatch all the colored pencils because they appear a little bit differently on paper. Okay, enough blabbing. This is, I should probably say what I'm using. It says right there. I don't think you can actually read that, but it's the Arch watercolor paper in my Handmade Arch watercolor hardback journal.
And is that cold or hot press?
From Green and Stone. It is acid free, and I'm 99% sure that it's cold press. It's got some text, yeah. So you know how I'm gonna just love going pencil on this.
How thick is it?
I'm not size queen. It's pretty hefty. I don't know if the GSM is on it.
Jenna says, hey everyone.
Hey Jenna, I thought you weren't.
Janice.
Oh, hey Janice. Which reminds me, Jenna is not going to be with us tonight. She is out with her man, and we approve of that. So let's just spritz the page with some water. I'm going to start off really loose, and we're going to start like slowly building the form and shape up as we go. Activate those beauties and do some more on there. Why not? Grab a brush. Kind of going for loose-ish, abstract-ish to begin with-ish. Rocky, what was the most exciting thing that happened to you this week?
Oh, well, we had our first week of shooting. So we shot 20.
Well, that sounds very
Sorry,
rare.
by shooting, I mean we photographed recipes, 20 of them roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun.
Was it?
It was fun. We did some Frank's Red Hot. I don't know if everyone's familiar with that brand, but we did Frank's Red Hot. And then we did some Kamis out of Poland. So that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of like barbecue and soups and things. So that was cool.
Real treat.
That's all I got.
That was enough, I guess.
No, it was a good week. It was very busy. It was one of those like Monday ended. And it's probably also because I work Sunday a bit doing some shopping. But end of Monday came and I was like, is it Friday 3 weeks from now?
I mean, when it was Tuesday, no, I think, yeah, was it Monday or Tuesday? I was like, is it Friday yet? I was like, whoa, Kimball,
the week went by. It definitely slowed down. I think that happens whenever like new things start happening. when like I feel like when you get used to like into a routine and like that's when everything feels like it's just flying by. I don't know. But I also feel like when we're traveling, it goes by really quick too. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you are, maybe you aren't.
Have you used these before?
Um,
It looks like you might have used them to like swatch or something.
gosh, ooh, maybe they're in my swatch book. I don't know.
That could reveal Yo.
Oh my god. Somebody's been playing their games a little too much.
Denise says, I want that journal. I have so many Arsh. Is it Arsh?
Yeah, Arsh watercolor.
Arsh paper blocks and pads, but no journals.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a journal. They make them themselves at Green and Stone here in London. I'm sure they make them elsewhere too, like other companies, maybe, probably.
Jenna says, Jenna, go get your groove on. I wonder what they'll eat. And then she said, I meant groove, sorry. Oh, because she said grove in the first one. Go get your grove on. Ooh, get your grove on. Ooh, get your grove on. You could sing that when you're going like picking apples in an orchard. Be like, get into the grove. Anyway.
No, that was really good. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I stole it from you.
You did. I was here for it. So Bouglé's hair is pink. And it's kind of straight at the top, and then it gets wavy as it goes down. Just want to soften some of these veiny looking things. She does have a lot of hair too, but we're not going to be doing that much.
In one iteration, when we were building her character, she was like kind of like a fancy, like glam girl or whatever. And so her hair was supposed to represent like a red carpet. So it looked like a rug rolled up on her head, basically. And if people annoyed her, it would like flip out and hit them.
Yeah, we're just zany like that.
We were not high when we wrote this.
Yeah, we don't have an excuse. Other than we watched a lot of anime and
basically
we just went with it. Pink cheeks. She does have blue eyes, but I'm not going to do blue just yet because it would bleed out and look really creepy. What else? I feel like, did we do anything? Did we do anything this week?
We went to some reclamation hardware stores.
Anything fun?
Yeah, well, there was the last one we went to that had all the like
all the like Disney lawn statues and stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool. I like that one.
There was a really creepy golem, and it was like life-size golem.
Yeah, it was
stuck on a rock, like looking at you. I was like, "Don't look at me!"
It was pretty creepy.
Scary. I was like, I do not want that for my garden.
But like maybe.
And then what else happened? We had I don't know. It was
we went to the grocery store and like half the produce was gone. That was fun.
Yes, we're having like an interesting produce shortage here in the UK. I don't know if everyone's aware of this, but it was very fun when I needed more bell peppers during our photo shoot, and I couldn't find any anywhere. So we literally had to buy it like jarred, and then like dry them off, and then like add grill marks to them to make it look like they were on a barbecue.
You made it work.
Well, there's always a solution.
That is true.
The thing I found, like in my creative life, is there's never been a time when there wasn't a solution. And so I just don't even worry anymore. Like I used to get like all like, oh, what's going to happen? I'm like, you know what? There's never been a moment where like we couldn't find a way around it. I'm just going to enjoy myself.
I mean, I try to do that and I fail.
Well,
I'm like, no, figure it out now. I need a plan.
Every time we have a live day, like Sundays, Kimball's like nervous energy starts early in the morning when he's like, what am I going to do tonight? what am I going to draw? And then like I see him on Instagram looking for inspiration all day.
You should just, I'm like, maybe I should just like, I don't know, be like a real YouTuber and like plan out my videos. That's too much work. Bouglé has a heart-shaped face. So
she loves you.
Oh my god. So we're just gonna chisel that out a little. Soften these colors.
Jenna says creativity at its finest, Rocky. Got to admit that was genius.
It worked out so nicely. That's too much. I'm not used to this paper, and apparently it lifts quite well.
I feel like if anyone's ever like, what's something you're really proud of yourself? I'd be like, I'm really good in a like stressful or like what do they call it? Like in a crisis. Like I'm very good in a crisis because I don't know what happens, but I go to the opposite of panicking. It's like I refuse to panic. I immediately go into solution mode.
I don't know if I've really been in a crisis.
Maybe
I feel like
an
I'd
existential
be.
crisis.
I think I'd be like really good at screaming really loudly to get the help I need.
I feel like you would fumble a bit and then be like dropping things.
Either that, or I'd become like super sharp, hyper focused. I think I'm gonna go one way or the other.
Yeah, I think if it was a real crisis, you would probably focus quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially if it had anything to do with me.
But if there was a spider involved, yeah, on your own.
No, Kimball's gonna jump out the top of the car.
I think it looks
While
like
it's
I
driving.
like made her eyes melt off her face.
Well, whatever. You got colored pencils.
We're gonna work with it. It's fine. It's just round 1. Also, there was a bug on my coffee cup, and that was not okay. I still drink it though.
It was trying to get the one that was inside.
Don't be gross. All right.
I'm not the one drinking bugs.
You approve of the bugs in our home, though. All right, let's just add a little second layer. We're going to go more dry. Let's do down to there.
What did everyone else get up to this week? What was the most entertaining part of your week? Or just what was a part of your week? Random moments welcome.
What was a part of your week? What happened?
Well, I just realized it's probably not fair to be like, what was the most interesting? Because some people might just be like, the week was normal.
Okay. I'm fine with the normal week.
We will accept answers such as the guy that delivered my groceries was particularly attractive, or
not.
I ordered something on Amazon and I got 3 of them, and I'm contemplating not sending the other 2 back.
Every time that happens, every time it's only happened like 2 or 3 times, but like I always write them. I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, just keep it. What?
It's like they've given up.
They're like, there's so much. It's like way more of a hassle to return it than it is to just keep it.
Kimball and I almost went to a kitty cafe.
Oh my God. Yes, I want to.
There's one in in London. We would have had to drive an hour and a half, but still
something to do.
But then we looked at the prices and I was like, you know what? That's a little much. I understand they're trying to pay
it's also
for
like,
pet
yeah,
food
because it's
and
also a foster
bills and
a foster thingy. So they like spay and neuter all the kitties and what haves yas. Don't really have a pink, so her hair went very purple.
Oh, Janice has got a good one for this week. Got stuck in the elevator at work.
Ew.
Best free time I had the whole week. It sucked when the power came back on and they still expect me to get some work done. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Did it get hot in the elevator or was it like well ventilated? Because I've been in situations where especially when I worked at IKEA, if people got stuck in the elevator, they'd come off just drenched in sweat.
Okay, but when we lived in Bellevue, Washington, we lived in a very tall skyrise. Well, we were on like the 23rd floor or something, 22nd, something like that. And that looks creepy.
Just go with it.
I'm gonna.
She's making kissy lips, like the fishy face, kiss lips or whatever.
And the elevator, I wasn't there, but Rocky's sister was living with us, or we were living with her, however you want to look at that. The elevator got stuck. I think she was in there for 3 hours or 6 hours or something. I was like, no.
My sister was in there?
Yes.
I don't remember this. Where was I?
Yeah, you were in Portland.
My God, did you guys even tell me
No,
this
actually,
story?
I think you and I actually had moved back to Portland at that time when it happened, because I think she was locked in there with Ty, maybe.
Oh my God.
Like her friend was visiting. I'm like, well, that's exciting. Half your day spent in the elevator. Look out.
I mean, memories.
Not good ones. Okay, I don't know if I'm done with these. I don't know what to do with them because they're pretty.
That was also the same apartment where we were on very, very high up and it was all glass windows and we would leave the windows open and let fresh air in. And one of my sister's cats, Lucky, tried to make a not so lucky move by just walking out of the window. And so we caught her just in time, but she was trying to crawl out onto this tiny ledge that was maybe 3 inches wide.
She's probably just sick of us.
I was like, and if she would have, I was like, what's happening? So then we couldn't keep the windows open more than a hair.
So, that was fun.
Jenna says the elevator was not too hot, but did take a little nap.
I remember we were flying home from Rome back to the States, and our plane sat there for maybe an hour before it even moved, and it got really hot. It was probably 85 really muggy on the plane, and people were getting like a little antsy, a little creepy.
Well, then someone got really sick and was vomiting. It was great. It was good
and
times.
she was like dragging her child into the bathroom with her. I think she had food poisoning.
I just imagine like Janice's elevator stopping and she like hits the emergency thing and they come on. They're like, "Don't worry, ma'am, we're coming. Just be patient." She's like, "No, take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time. Just you have other people to worry about. Just do them first. Get to me whenever.
No hurry."
Trisha says my Kit Kat Mittens is very clingy this week. She's trying to get on my knee right now as I'm typing this.
No.
Oh, little mittens.
We gotta meet you, and then you ran away.
She says, I've tried to do some art, but I keep getting a cat nuzzle under my arm and it's impossible to paint. maybe Mittens wants to paint. Maybe Mittens wants you to paint her and she wants to watch.
I'm just painting random shadows where I think they're going to go when the time comes, since I had this like pale purple on my brush. So shadow under the nose, shadow under the lips, shadow where she might be smiling.
Oh my gosh. So Andrea says that she got stuck in an elevator between floors and they had to lure us out through the top and out the elevator shaft next to us.
Oh, no.
It felt like a Die Hard movie. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm like, I will die here. Thank you. Tell everyone I love them. The time has come.
Jenna says that she did say that. I'm okay. Take your time.
I haven't even tried my snack yet. Who even am I?
I think next week you should draw Janice in the elevator taking a nap.
No, it's going to be a long live. No, next week is stencils and stuff, or coloring page or something like that. Okay.
And then you could be like, you have a little text bubble of like the people finally have arrived. They're like, "We're coming for you, ma'am." She's like, "Come back later."
Busy. All right. I don't know how the inks are going to react with the watercolors. It's always fun to find out.
Life's an adventure. Go get it.
We'll just start with the hair. And I went with the neon pink rather than the other pink, because why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you? It's like she's having a fire starter moment.
I'm kind of obsessed with this ink.
Is it because it's bright and cheerful and colorful?
Yes.
What are you gonna do with your life?
Do whatever I want.
Watch Golden Girls?
Oh my God, I love Golden Girls. I watch it so much. And I am not embarrassed to say that. I want to add just a little bit in here because it's still wet. I just want to see what it's going to do. Not much.
I was talking to someone from Poland and I sent them a GIF with Golden Girls. I was like, "Do you have Golden Girls? Or do you know about Golden Girls?" And she was like, "I do not know this." And I was like, "I'm so sorry that you were not
privy to the girls of Golden."
I was like, "Oh my God, you poor thing."
Okay, let's just calm down. That was that's like the only neon one I have, so we're gonna just put that aside. So,
that yellow looks pretty neon.
It doesn't have neon pigment in it though. It's just I don't think so. I think it's just a strong yellow. We're gonna find out though. Let's see. Do I want to go? Let's dry it a little bit. I don't want everything to start bleeding together.
I just want you to leave her eyes that way for as long as you possibly can.
To the very end. I'll put lashes on at the very end.
Yeah, don't be changing that. Just the lashes, though. Don't do anything else.
Okay.
It almost looks like she's got goat eyes. You know, the weird infinity eyes.
Where they go sideways. It's not really infinity. It's like a dot with a... Okay. I'm going to add some yellow to the hair.
What?
What?
Janice says, I read today that they confirmed a Practical Magic 2 with the whole original crew.
What?
Why has it taken so long? And what is it going to be about? I need to watch this movie.
Well, I'm excited.
All right, we haven't watched that movie in so long. Now I just want to watch it.
I mean, I want to watch that and Romy and Michelle's and quite a few other ones that I have on my list of whatever streaming service we have.
Thank you, Janice, for this blessed information.
Yeah, I'm waiting for what was the other one? Somebody told me that something else was coming out.
Is it a remake of something or like a part 2?
Kind of. Like, I'm excited for Frasier, but we don't have whatever it's airing on. So, I'm sure I'll get to see it someday.
It's probably going to be Paramount Plus or something.
Yeah. Just want to use this up down
It's
here.
like I'm skeptical, but also like I felt the same way when the original Frasier came out. I was like, oh, what's this going to be? And then it was like, it was awesome.
Well, some people think it's awesome.
Jenna says as soon as she sees a trailer, she's sending it through Instagram.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right.
There's so many things to watch. I don't understand how there's so much money in the world to make so many shows
Got it.
and movies. I just don't understand how there's that much money and that many people.
I love how if a movie doesn't make like $1 billion the first month, it's a failure. Like, oh my God. You didn't make 500 million the first weekend? Your movie sucks. Should I do her lips? She has like soft pink lips. I'm going to pull out my Jane ones. Or I could pull out Chauvet, but I think I could do that pink. Maybe.
What is that pink?
That's like the most of her hair.
Oh, okay.
It's very.
So it's this one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a purple red.
Sorry, I'm pointing to the original mystery palette off camera.
I could also mix this brighter pink with just this purple stuff here. And like a touch of the red. Touch more of the red. Just a little yellow in there. And I don't really have a test paper, so we're just going to test this. We'll test it here. It seems all right. Oh, goodness. Lips.
Everyone be quiet.
The master is working.
The master. Please. I am the master of no one and no thing.
I remember in high school when people were in debate and they're like, wow, you're like the master. They're like the master debater.
Oh my God. I'm hilarious. Nobody's ever said that.
Stupid!
It's only funny when we say it.
That's like those types of jokes are only funny to the person that says it usually, which makes it funny to me. This awkward moment.
Is it awkward? We're just talking about debate class.
It's like she's in a debate right now and they asked her like some counter argument and she has no idea like where the file is and this is the face she's making.
She's like, she's just waiting for someone to come to the rescue.
She realized she left the file on the back of her chair before she left. She didn't put it in her crate.
She'll be fine.
I was once asked to judge a debate competition.
We both were.
And I have no idea. I was just there visiting with my sister, and I guess one of the judges got sick, or a couple of them, whatever. So then they're like, "Yep, you have to fill in." And I literally had no idea what I was doing. I'm sure we've talked about this before.
We have. Yeah, I was smart. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. And they're like, okay, if you change your mind, I'm like, nope. And then I went with Rocky's sister, and I laughed a whole bunch while they were doing their debate, so I had to leave the classroom.
Wow, mature.
Well, Jamie was making it laugh, talking about farts, and she was going to fart during their debate.
And then one of the people stopped talking and was like, I'm sorry, did I say something wrong?
And I was like, nope, you're good. I'm going to go.
You could have ruined their whole career. They could have been like a successful lawyer, and then you like traumatized them in that.
Well, it's not my fault.
Way to go.
I take no blame.
Trisha says, talking about like how they make so many TV shows and movies, she says it's because they rip us off with subscription charges. I read this week that Netflix has reduced charges in 20 plus countries, but not the UK, strangely.
Yeah. I feel like we pay a lot of freaking money. I almost canceled Netflix. We were just talking about that. There's like a lot of things on there that I want to watch, but I'm just like, I never do. Or I'll get into one and then I'm like, I'm done.
I think these subscription services are like FOMO. It's like, oh, I don't want to cancel just in case.
Right. But it's like, you can always just sign back up.
Even though we're just going to keep watching Golden Girls. But anyway, so
well,
Missy Lulu says, hello, lovelies. Miss you all.
It's been a while.
Have been having to travel for work. I think I'm getting old. Can't recuperate as when I was young one.
I hear that. Although I didn't really travel when I was younger, but...
Are you traveling anywhere fun and exotic and exciting, or is it just like work travel? And you're like, nah.
Work travel could be fun and exciting.
Oh, it can be, for sure.
I mean, for some. I think it's so funny when I tell people I want to go to Thailand. They're like, "Ah, the beaches." I'm like, "I'm not going to the beaches." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't like the beach." They're like, why are you going to Thailand? I'm like, the mountains,
The ocean could suck it.
the experience, the culture, the food. I mean, I don't hate beaches, but I wouldn't go somewhere for the beach.
I'll go anywhere as long as there's trees.
Okay. I thought you were going to say as long as there's you, but whatever.
Well, yeah, there has to be trees and Kimball.
Okay.
I'm not really like a fan of any deserty places. I'm like, it's cool, but I'm like, I wouldn't like venture there as a destination.
I'm just going to try and mix up a skin tone real quick. That's all. Just
Make sure to make enough of it.
Well, I don't want to like do a ton. I just wanted to give her a little extra skin color. That looks a little flat. And Boucle is a little more pink. So
Add some water.
yes. Probably should have dried the thing first so I could glaze this without fear. But here we are.
Go crazy.
Just a little glaze. Water it down because the forehead's going to be a little lighter.
You've really done it. Don't forget her neck.
Well, I know. But that's why we like transparent watercolors.
Compared to...
Well, I mean, just like nice, good quality watercolors because they can layer up.
Trisha says, my favorite holiday was late summer in Switzerland. The trees all changed colors while I was there. Glorious!
I do love autumnal colors.
I must go to Switzerland. Although I'm like, I feel like if I go there, all I'm going to want to do is move there, and I know it's too expensive. So I'm like, should I go?
Well, it's not as expensive as Monaco.
Isn't Monaco like one of the most expensive places?
I mean, lots of millionaires live there. I would not fit in. I don't think I would anyway.
You'd be like, I drive a Dodge Dart.
Or I don't drive.
I take the public transport.
Do they even have buses there?
I don't know.
They're like, oh, you're one of those people. Yes. I could use, real quick, let's see. Tattoo Kink is the one I want, right? So I have some Tattoo Kink in this like brush pen, which I'll use for some line work. We'll see how that goes.
Missy says, work travel to other states to do trainings, but we don't have an office like, say, New York City, Las Vegas, or Hollywood to do touristy type things. But we do have to dinner at night as a team, so that's good.
It's always fun. Well, not always fun, but usually fun.
Trisha says, yes, you should go to Switzerland. They mow the mountains while you're asleep in bed.
Interesting.
I just picture your dad doing that.
My dad loves to mow the lawn. It's his meditation.
He'd be at home in Switzerland. My grandma, there's a lawn, or there's like a little sign on Kimball's front lawn at his parents' house that says like, please do not step on the grass. And my grandma, who's like 99 now, she always threatens to like walk across the grass.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, you don't weigh enough to even pat it down anymore, but like, it's just funny.
She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Evelyn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, June's cute too, but I was like, I'm pretty sure we're talking about Evelyn. You still looking at her eyes?
No, I was looking at the line you were painting.
Or her eyes looking at you?
Jenna says, I would do that if I was above 90 years. Well, that's the thing. If you're over 90, you can kind of just do whatever at that point.
Right.
As long as you don't, if you're getting like committed or sent to a home, like you're fine. You can get away with anything. Free breakfast at Denny's.
All right. I think I'm going to start on her lashes. Well, very loosely. Just going to get the shape of her eye in. Boucle has large eyes. Now I can see that her circle eyes are way off. She's a little droopy.
Jenna says, or I'm sorry, Missy says, I meant we have to go out together as like a team building experience. I get too lazy to type.
But then you had to go back and like type a bunch more.
Team building. Wait, how are you gonna fix her eyes now?
I don't know. That's why I like to sketch things out, but it just seemed like a lot of
A little
work.
bit of that inbred look.
Well, we all know. I know her backstory. It's not inbred, but you know, she's not exactly all natural.
What's that robot that like has the like the AI robot or whatever that talks to people? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, there's a lot of AI robots.
She has like a silicone face and like she moves her mouth like she's talking or whatever.
No idea.
Anyway. No relation.
Well, that's good. I'm trying to be like, Annie, are you okay? I'm sure somehow we'll make it through. We always do.
I'm sure it's going to be fine. Everyone, right?
Right? I'm not panicking. You're panicking. I don't have sweaty pits. You do.
She's a Barbie girl with a master effect.
It's like the artist just kind of sneezed when they did the line right there.
It's like when God was creating her, he like sneezed halfway through, like making her second eye, and was like, "That's fine.
That's fine.
He's got to pump out a lot."
I just need to open
Here,
up
have some chocolate
Okay.
cake thing. It'll be fine.
These are tasty. Tasty cakes.
Kimball, think jarred peppers and artificial grill marks. What are you going to do to fix the situation?
Not eat it.
Don't say I. We don't want to get sensitive.
You're funny.
Jenna says she has the Botox look right before
Right?
the swelling goes down.
Right? She's still a little swollen on one side, maybe. Maybe that's what's happening. So maybe we'll shift over to colored pencils.
That'll save it. Here.
Oh, this can close.
Do you want this open?
If there's no running stuff, I guess it can be closed up. Okay, well then. Clickety click click.
Clickety clack clack clack. Everyone clap if you believe in fairies and Kimball.
Here we are. It's just that it doesn't look like Bugle. That's what's bugging me the most. It looks like Bugle's mom.
What is that? What's the movie? Is it First Wives Club?
Yeah, Monique's mother.
Who is the actress?
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn, yes. And she's like,
Monique. He's like, no, I'm thinking all raw, like no makeup. Monique's mother.
Yes.
Oh God.
Janice is clapping for you.
Thank you. I'm not panicking yet.
Don't panic. Do you want me to wave your armpits at all?
Okay. We're just gonna keep that stink under wraps.
There's one thing Kimball does, and it's not stink. Kimball smells like vanilla and some delicious flour. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I mean, on moving day.
His natural scent is cupcakes.
All right, my head's gonna come in just a little bit because
that's fine. You do you. You have to
make sure
see it straight on here.
We're going to close her eye a little.
Everyone's like holding their breath.
Or else they're like, what is this crap? Click. So like and subscribe for quality content such as this.
Everyone loves the tension and the spark, Kimball.
Okay, so now that we've got it a little more under wraps from what I could see anyway. We're gonna have to give her that dead eye for a while until we get the highlighter out later, or the highlight white pen thingy.
If you just bring her bottom, oh, never mind. Too
What?
late.
What?
I was gonna say if you bring the bottom line down slightly, it would like match it up more, but it's fine.
Well, I can just thicken up her everything.
Oh my god, now she's got eyeliner. That's what you do. And then bring that one up higher than it would be, and then I think you're fine.
Getting my head in.
Yep.
That's what she said. Well, I guess that's what he said. No, don't worry.
Don't worry, this is just
like
Kimball's.
and subscribe to watch the back of my head.
It'd be funny if you took your head away and like everything was fixed and like completely different.
Well, if this was like true, YouTube magic, I could do that. But it's not. We have to deal with the problems as they arise.
Trisha says I'm literally holding my breath. We're not going under a bridge. You can breathe now.
Oh, I used to play that game. We're going through a tunnel.
Don't do that in Italy.
Oh my god, the tunnels are way too long. Nope, that's too vibrant. What are we looking at? That might be better. Working on it. I'm just gonna say that I'm not familiar with the paper, and that's why things aren't going as to plan.
I think everything's fine. What do you mean?
That's basically the same color. Blue has like very blue eyes.
Just give her really big hoop earrings. It will distract everyone from anything that's happening. I saw some lady on TikTok and she was doing like some prank with her husband and she had hoop earrings that came down to like below her rib cage.
Oh, good lord.
And they were getting ready to go out and he walked in and he was like, "What is that?" She's like, "What do you mean? What is what?" He's like, "You're not wearing those." She's like, "Why not?" Anyway, he freaked out and left the room and she was just laughing.
Oh my god. Party pooper. Oh, no.
I would be like, "Hell yes, you're wearing those. Let's go."
She's like, "Wait, what?" You're like, "Oh yeah."
Can you imagine if he did that? He's like, "Don't take those off. You have to wear those."
Like, you got them on. They look good. Wear them all night long.
Just don't make anyone angry. You're an easy target.
Need a nice soft pink. That's a peachy pink.
I would say if you want to do yourself a favor, don't ever look too closely in the mirror at the symmetry of your own eyeballs. Because once you notice, you'll never be the same. Don't look. Don't look.
Mine are pretty amazing.
You think you know yourself.
Or, take a photo.
Don't be coming back to me next week saying you ruined my life. Okay? I don't want to hear it.
Take a selfie.
I told you not to.
Take a selfie and then look at it on your phone and flip it. And watch your face go. I do that with my artwork and I'm like, ugh. I know it's not supposed to do that, but at the same time, I don't care.
Well, there's digital artists that actually do that as a point of practice.
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, they keep refining their piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually really good, but I don't care enough.
We don't care. That's our motto.
Like, art is fun for me. I don't care if it turns out perfect.
This is a journal.
That's right. And if it was for somebody, well, I still wouldn't care. I'd be like, you know what? That's how I work.
Like, do you pay my bills?
Not really, but maybe this time.
Kimball and I were just talking about this commission he did when we lived in Portland. And I think, how many pictures did you have to draw?
I think it was a little over 3,000.
3,000?
Or sorry.
I was like, what?
A little over 500.
Okay, so he had to draw 500 images. And then when we went to, it was for like a chiropractor. And then when we went to get payment, we met at like a Best Buy parking lot.
It felt like really shady and weird.
And
because the Best Buy had closed down.
Yeah, so we were just in this empty parking lot, like behind like this pond in some trees. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was good times.
I was like, "Why? You're a doctor."
And then he laughed. He's like, "Sorry, I thought this place was still open." I was like, "Well, this just feels really awkward." But we were there. We did it. I got my money. Basically, it was just like, so he didn't have to give out whatever. He could just print off stretches that people needed to do.
Yeah, and who had to do all the stretches? All but one of them that I couldn't do, which was like, bend your leg behind your back and grab it.
No, it wasn't. It was like, grab your hands behind your back. And I was like, you can't do that.
Don't
I can
judge
do
me.
that. I can do that. I weigh like 100 pounds more than you, and I could do that. So that's why I was like surprised.
I'm not flexy.
Flexipass. The whites were a bit strong, so we're just going to push those back a little. Push it back. Add some white, smudge it around a little.
You know what I think will help? This eye, the way this one goes up is very slanted this way, and this one comes straight up and then over. So I think if you like curve this one up to match this one, do you know what I'm saying?
Did I ask you?
Sorry, go on.
Did I ask you? You mean like this?
No. So this one,
I thought you were saying like that goes up like that.
it does, and this one goes up higher, like sooner. So I think if you curve it down like a little bit more, it'll be, yeah, just kind of like even them out a bit. It's a little better. There you go. She's looking great now.
Thanks, Teacher Rocky.
I can see it easier because I'm looking straight at it.
Yeah.
You're looking at it from like you're looking at a weird angle.
Why is everything pervy to me? Like, why do I always make like?
I mean,
like super easy, like
life short, get
cheap
pervy.
jokes.
Jenna says, I'm not so flexible as I used to be. I could put my leg behind. Wait. I could put my leg in my neck. So now I'm cracking like a pretzel when I try to do it.
Oh, yeah, that sounds not healthy. Sounds like something Blanche Devereaux could do.
I'm pretty sure I have arthritis in my like index finger now for whatever reason. It's probably because it's like my mouse finger and I'm editing all the time.
Uh-huh.
Started 2 weeks ago, and I was like, why does it hurt now?
Everything's aching.
I tried to open was untying a ribbon today, and I was like, ow. And I was like, is this what it's like to be like elderly with arthritis?
Maybe.
I'll never judge someone not opening a can again.
I mean, did you before?
No, not really.
Not really. So
I don't judge people.
That's true. You misjudge people.
Well, people are all like prone to failure. Okay, that's what that's the way I look
Are
at
you
everyone.
ready to fail? Oh my
It's
God.
when they succeed that I'm so happy for them. But if they fail, I'm like, whatever. That's part of life. Move
my
on.
God.
That's why you're here.
So speaking of like people succeeding and being happy for them, so I'm watching this guy. His YouTube channel is Takasu Tile, TAKASU space Tile, I think. Anyway,
Everyone's rushing out to look it up.
well, I was just really happy for him because he did like he always wanted to do like a talk in his hometown. He basically just lives like this really peaceful, quiet life in Japan. And anyway, I was watching his thing. I was like, oh, I was so happy for him. Like he got what he worked for. Took him a couple years, but I was just very happy for him. I get happy for people's successes.
Especially when they're good people.
Yes.
Like y'all.
Oh, look at you. I feel like I don't know these colored pencils as well as I would like to know which one to just grab.
Well, that's why we're here.
That's
why you're doing stuff in your journal.
In
Get
the
used to
journal. Don't like that those stayed like dark purple. I just don't like it, but I'll deal with it. I'm thinking that I need to put this pencil away properly. That I want to add.
Earlier when we were having the eye crisis, I thought they were going to give her an eye patch or something. I was like, I was very curious as to what you were going to do.
Now just shift it around a little bit and hope for the best. I'm going to grab these and go back in. Bring everything back over because I'm not really done.
So how did you feel about the mystery paints?
I like them. I just don't know where the hell it came from. It doesn't matter, I suppose.
If I ever get you anything for your birthday, it's going to be the paint that's in the bottom right corner down there, or maybe it's left for everyone else.
What paint?
The little pink one in the back bottom of the palette. Because I feel like you go through that one the most.
Oh, the one I'm using right now?
Yeah.
The opera.
Is it called opera?
This one is not. It's called Best Friend.
Best Friend.
But it's like an opera pink. I think I shouldn't have done this because I think it's going to look very muddled now. Maybe. Her cheeks look uneven. It bugs me. But I can't tell because some of it's wet, some of it's dry. Doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
Maybe she's got rosacea. Okay.
She may.
Don't be upset.
Trisha says the pink one is the one I've used the most too.
I love it. It's like a nice, fun pop of color.
Denise asks, what do you think of the paper, Kimball?
Oh, I love the paper. I have some other Arch paper too, but I'm just lazy and like I never use it because it's like here's like it's pads or like a huge sheet that I would have to cut down. And I like that I found a sketchbook with it.
That was a place in Chelsea, right?
Yeah, Green and Stone. They made it themselves there. But I'm sure other places have them. Like, why wouldn't they? All right. What she needs is just a little bit more interest down here.
She needs someone to believe in her. That's what she needs.
Does she? Is it? She needs some highlights too. All right, gonna give her a nice little dry red eye. I think I'm gonna do some, because my whole thing lately is doing like blobs of color, little squares usually. But I think I'll do some like blues just to have that blue travel around, but I don't know if it'll take away from her eyes or not. Either it's gonna accentuate them or it's gonna take away. But I don't care, I want more color. I do what I want. But I want this to be nice and dry. So next week, should we do stencils, a coloring book page, stamps? What should we do?
First answer wins.
Or if like 10 people want like one thing, one person doesn't, then we'll go with the 10.
Never mind. It's majority rules.
That's right. That's right. I don't know where. I think I left my Sharpie brush down, or my Sharpie paint pen downstairs. So we're using this one. How you looking? You look good.
Stamps. That's what Trisha says.
All right. Does everybody agree? Are we doing stamps?
Oh, wow. It's really opened the floor.
I mean, I already said all right, so it doesn't really matter.
And stencils, she says.
Oh.
And coloring books.
Well, that's not happening.
No, I'm just kidding. You can do stamps and stencils. Calm down.
Yeah, I can.
Stamps and stencils. Stamps and stencils.
I never get this side right. It's annoying. That's all right, though.
God, life.
Am I right?
You should take some neon colors and just get crazy.
Should I?
Yeah,
But
get some like green and just like some random colors and just like color pencil or hair.
Oh, let me just whip out all my neon greens.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm going to do some blue squares. Just want some little bits of this.
Trisha says you don't want to do stamps, do you?
Oh, I'll do stamps.
Oh, you will.
I mean, I'll just do a stencil and like incorporate like some stamped flowers into it. I don't know what other stampy things I have. I've got stampy things though.
Missy says anything will make me happy.
Oh, that's the answer I like.
Don't be so easy on him. Make him do something.
It does help to have some direction because mostly I'm just like, what the hell am I doing with my life? What was I gonna? Oh yeah, blue.
Styles felt when he was in One Direction.
I was gonna do the blue. You wanted me to do some neon stuff?
Yeah, just get crazy.
She's crazy with the neons. I do have
Add the pop of neon.
Oh, you know what I could do? This is always a terrible idea because it sprays everywhere, but
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I'll just cover up some of that. All right, let that go a little bit.
Visual interest.
We add some splats to distract from mistakes. Where did I put the lid for this? Oh,
Didn't
in
you
front of my
literally
face.
just take it off? What's happening?
Well, it's clear. I was gonna get something. Oh yeah.
So Kimball redid his entire art space, or he started
it's in the
to.
process.
How's it feeling so far?
It's okay.
Is it any better than it was?
Maybe.
Does it make your life feel like it's more complete?
I mean, I don't know about that.
Ooh.
Subtle things. They kind of look like tattoos. But I could add stuff. I don't know. I was hoping we've gone a little thicker. Blooped out right there. All right.
You gotta clean up that little swirl around her face, her hair.
This?
Yeah, you gotta clean it up a little bit.
Why?
There you go, it's better. Perfect.
You just want me to like have a big glop fall and be like, oh, what are you gonna do now? What was I? Oh yeah, blue. And I want the square brush. Well, that's not as much as I thought it was going to be. Why is this brush like so crunchy?
Crunchy.
Just a couple of blues. Kind of fade out some of it.
Those are the ones that are further back.
Or whatever. Honestly, I love doing this because I like to see the colors that it makes when you
cross it over.
Yeah.
With John Edwards.
Okay, now. The blue bits and well, that was a little strong. It's like there's so much neon already happening that this isn't really going to have the effect I want. How do I feel about her? I don't think it's Bugle, but it's like Bugle adjacent.
Multiverse.
Oh my god.
Of madness.
That's what I was going to do.
Speaking of madness, let's all watch him do this.
I was just going to add just some oomph to these bits that needed some oomping. Yeah, whatever.
What about this one up here?
Oh my god. It was almost unoophed. Oh. It's a face. We got something. I mean, we all remember how it started off, right? With the creepy eyes. Okay. That was a thing. That happened.
All right. Now, Kimball, that you have this, now you have to do something really crazy.
Well, I need to draw 2 hearts on there so I can count it as my Jane Davenport prompt. Ooh, a locket around her neck.
2 hearts.
That beat as one. What are you doing over there?
I was leaning back.
You're like holding the weirdest pose right now. Like, oh, I'm flying, but I'm sitting. How do I do it? I'm just going to use the blue.
Trisha says the blue looks really cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trisha.
Now I feel better about the possible mistake I made. I like validation. And if I don't get it, I give it to myself secretly. Well, good job, Kimball. You did it. Let's see. I need somewhat of a small brush.
I think we should all give ourselves validation just for living.
I mean, yeah. I want it to be quite... I don't know if I want it to be obvious blue, like, or not blue, but obvious, like, that it's there. Or if I want it to be a little more subtle. Probably a little more subtle, but that's not subtle. Whatever. So
Heart shaped.
and then I could do, okay, we'll do another one over here. And then we'll just have like a little dingly chainy bit right there. There we go. Little heart thingy happening.
It looks like hearts with a smiley face.
You always know just what to say.
So your take on the Bonne Maman Sweethearts chocolate wrapped cakes.
I like them.
You heard it here, folks. He liked them.
They're very...
Run out and buy them today.
I thought they were quite tasty. Look, we're not hawking products, but you know, they're tasty.
You never know when a sponsorship deal is going to come in, Kimball.
Bonne Maman, load me up. I eat your jam every day on my porridge, on my yogurt, on my toast. It's the only way I'll have a banana.
Put some Bonne Maman on it. You're good. Bonne Maman.
I'm really tempted to like do a white outline on that, but I know it's going to be really obnoxious if I do. So I won't. Well, I think that's it. Look at that. We kept it under an hour. Y'all know this was like, when I first started these, I was only going to do like 45 minutes to like an hour 10.
Trisha asks.
Yeah.
What do they taste of?
You know, I'm glad you asked. They taste of delight. Okay.
It's just like a yellow sponge cake.
It's
with
like
chocolate on
like
it.
a soft, moist cake, deliciously. I don't know how to word that. It's not crumbly. It seems like it might have like just like the slightest bit of lemon in it, but then like the chocolate is like a nice creamy chocolate.
Let's undo the camera and bring it back down to the world, shall we?
Bring it back. You know, if we ever did a live again with our phone, we could like do a house tour. I could like do an art tour. Or like an art supply tour, you know?
I do know.
Yeah.
Watch out for that. So, Kimball, let's
Yeah.
see the picture. You know what has to be done.
Don't zoom in. Okay. Remember when I almost killed you with one of these?
Oh, Kimball.
Oh, now I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, her eyes turned out all right. You trying to even out her eyes?
Here, if we go like this.
Another one for the fridge.
Yeah, I'm as pink as she is. That's my Irish blood in me.
Kimball, was that Calyx unit a sample unit possibly?
You
over
know,
there?
you already made that joke. You're so funny.
Is it?
Like, you're hilarious.
Like and subscribe. All right, Kimball. So what do you
Okay.
what do you want to do right now?
I want to thank everyone for joining us. Obviously. I don't know. Watch you play games. Is that the right answer? Is that...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm not hungry. I was gonna have something for dinner, but I had a cup of coffee and 2 cakes, so I think I'm good. I need to clean up. I'm thinking all my watercolors are gonna go there. A lot of my acrylics are gonna go there.
Show us what you've done
Riveting.
so far. So this is what the unit we added down here. So underneath we have like another couple things here and a
It's
little
stuff
more
that
storage there.
It's a lot of stuff that I don't use every day is down there, like making watercolors and like some sketchbooks and other stuff like that. Oh my god. I have all of my layer cakes down here. Maybe I'll do layer cakes sometime, maybe next week. I don't know. I've got like watercolor stick things here. So like, you know, we've got the marzipan twists, we've got aqua pastels, we've got the Tim Holtz distress pencils, we've got some Caran Dash, and Derwent. Got a whole thing of watercolors here. What? That's not addiction. These are more watercolor. I have so many watercolors. Like, this is all watercolors.
You definitely have a problem, but it's fine. Kimball was like today. He's like, "Don't ever let me buy watercolors again."
I
was
haven't
like,
last lifetime.
I was like,
and then
okay,
we'll see what happens. Up here we have colored pencils, which I still have other colored pencils that go up there. Then these are the watercolors that I use most often. Just because they're like right here. And then these are acrylics that I use most often, which are all Jane's, which, you know, obviously because I do mixed media. And then over here, I usually pull this over like that when I want to do my gessos. So I've got a big old thing of white gesso, all of Jane's colorful gessos, which I'm obsessed with these because you can like layer on them really well. I've got Star Power inks that are these ones. Yeah, Star Power inks up here. Got some distress paints, some random things up there. All the good stuff, you know. And then over there I have a whole crap ton of Arteza gouache and paints, which I'm like, what?
okay. So what I'm hearing is we need to go shopping.
I know, for what?
We need to go shopping. I don't know. What other art supply do you not have, Kimball?
I don't know, because I know that I like...
How else can we spend our retirement?
I like inks the most. This is where I keep all of my inks.
It's not creepy at all.
And then all the spray inks are up there that I put in spray bottles. What I would like, actually...
Janice has the same Raskog in turquoise.
Yeah, girl, they didn't have turquoise. I don't think they had turquoise. But I love orange, so it works. Yeah, I want to get some more of these for all of my inks. Because I do love to just put ink on the page, but I also love to have ink in the brushes. Just like the mermaid markers. I think that's a lot of fun. And it makes it easy, and they're handy. Also, I bought a ton of spray bottles off of Amazon, like a ton. I think it was like a thing of like 100 of them, maybe. They spray every which way. Because I was like, oh, those are just like Jane's. I'll get those. No. Jane actually, like, what's it called when you control? What is it called, though? She, like, tests out a bajillion different products until she finds the perfect one, and then she, like, makes it.
Research and development? I'm not sure.
Yeah, basically. It's, like, damage control, basically. But, yeah.
Quality control
is what she does. And I appreciate that. And like, I always go on about Jane, but it's because she likes to do portraits, too. So she does a lot of things that, like, are good for painting portraits and mermaids and fantasy and that kind of stuff. So I just do. That's just one of the things that like draws me to her because we do a lot of the same stuff. So
we get it. You love Jane.
I know
so
that a lot of the products that she's making, I'm gonna like. So whatever. These can go here. That's a little drippy, but it's all right. And just like that, we've cleaned up.
Perfect. I'm so glad everyone can watch that.
Also, this pencil sharpener is fantastic. It's Jane's. It came with the stuff I showed you last week. Works very well.
All right.
Okay, great. No, it's really nice to hang out with you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, thanks, you guys. And we will let you go. I know I just babble on way too much. This waffle doesn't work for me because it makes me hungry. So we will see you next week when I'm doing stamps and stencils, and maybe I'll pull out some of the layer cakes to like paint some stuff. I don't know. I change my mind constantly. So at the very last minute, once the thumbnail is up, can't go backwards.
That's right.
So
you have to commit.
Yeah.
All right. Sign off music. Go.
Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. Rocky's annoying, but I love hum.
What?
Stupid.